Okay, so picture this. Deep in the hills of Rajasthan, there's this incredible, crumbling fort. But it's not just any ruin. This is Bhangarh Fort, and it's got a reputation. It's known as the most haunted place in all of India. We're going to get right into the story behind why this place is shrouded in such mystery and, well, silence. And get this isn't just, some local legend or ghost story. This is a real official government warning. The Archaeological Survey of India, the people in charge of all historical sites, put up a sign that says, "You are not allowed here after sunset." Seriously, it's a rule backed by law. Which, of course, leads to the big question, right? What on earth could have happened here that was so scary the government had to step in and put up a curfew? That's the mystery we're diving into. And to figure it out, we've got to go way back in time. You see, before all the ghost stories and warnings, Bhangarh was anything but a place of fear. It was actually a booming, prosperous kingdom. And to really get why it's supposedly cursed, we first have to see what it was like in its glory days, long before things went so wrong. So, back in the 16th century, this place was incredible. It was founded by a king named Madho Singh, who was a big deal in Emperor Akbar's court. The fort wasn't just a fort, it was a symbol of power and wealth. Just try to picture it. Lively markets, stunning palaces, beautiful temples, absolutely buzzing with life. It's a world away from the eerie, silent ruin it is today. And right at the heart of it all was Princess Ratnavati. Now, she was famous all across the land, not just because she was beautiful, but because she was incredibly intelligent and graceful. And it's her story, really, that is at the very center of this whole dark legend. And, well, like so many great tragedies, this one starts with a story of obsession. This is the moment everything starts to unravel. The happy, prosperous kingdom is about to take a very dark turn. So, the villain of this story, if you will, is a sorcerer named Singhia. He was a tantric. Now, if you're not familiar with that term, think of a practitioner of dark arts, someone who deals in black magic and spells. And this guy, Singhia, had a secret and very dangerous obsession with Princess Ratnavati. Okay, so here's the plan he cooked up. Singhia knew the princess would never go for him, so he decided to cheat. He turned to black magic, enchanting a bottle of perfume with a powerful love spell. The idea was simple. Get her to use it, and she'd be his. But he underestimated the princess. When her maid brought her the enchanted oil, she instantly knew something was off. She could just feel this dark energy coming from it. Trusting her gut, she just threw the bottle. It smashed against this huge boulder nearby. And this is where it gets crazy. The magic from the perfume didn't just disappear, it transferred to the boulder. And that enchanted rock started to roll, straight for Singhia. It completely crushed him. His own magic literally backfired on him. So, as he's lying there, dying, crushed by his own spell, he uses his last breath not for repentance, but for revenge. He unleashes this terrible curse on the entire kingdom, saying that no soul would ever find peace in Bhangarh again. And according to the story, this wasn't just some empty threat. The curse took hold immediately, and the fall of Bhangarh was fast and absolutely devastating. Almost right after the sorcerer died, a massive battle erupted. Bhangarh had went to war with a rival kingdom, Ajabgarh. The city, once so full of life, was totally wiped out. Its people, just gone. Which brings us back to today. Bhangarh is literally a ghost town. The people who live in the area swear that after dark, you can hear things. Strange noises, whispers, footsteps, even crying. And the most chilling part of the whole legend, they say that anyone who's ever been foolish enough to ignore the warnings and stay the night there, well, they just disappear, vanish without a trace. Now, of course, a dramatic sorcerer's curse is a fantastic story, but it's not the only explanation out there. Historians, have a much more down-to-earth theory for what really brought down this kingdom. So you've really got two completely different stories here. The legend says it was a curse, plain and simple, a tale of black magic and a haunting that lasts forever. But the historians look at it and say, well, actually, they point to things like regional wars and severe famine or drought, which, to be fair, were super common reasons for cities to be abandoned back then. But here's the thing. Even with perfectly logical historical explanations, That legend of the curse just will not go away. So why? Why does this particular story have such a hold on us? Maybe it's because if you're actually there, standing among the ruins as the sun goes down, something changes. The air gets heavy, the silence is almost deafening, and even the biggest skeptic starts to feel a little uneasy. In that moment, the legend doesn't just feel like a story, it feels real. So that's the mystery we're left with. Is Bhangarh Fort really haunted, forever scarred by a sorcerer's final, hateful words? Or is it just a magnificent ruin with a tragic past that sparked one heck of a story? A story that warns us that some places are best left alone after dark. What do you think?